The chimpanzees are one of our closest relatives, tied with the bonobo, and they are very similar in many ways. They are capable of both great kindness and great violence, sometimes even killing others. We once thought that chimpanzees didn't go to war, but we learned that this isn't exactly the case. In this video, we will cover the nitty-gritty of warfare in chimpanzees, our closest cousins. Chimpanzees live in groups known as communities that can hold typically between 20 to over 100 chimps. These communities live in selected territories or home ranges, which can vary in size and shape. Chimpanzees live in what is called a fission-fusion society. They split into small groups for much of the day, but then reorganize later on. Their territory occupies typically between 30 to 150 square miles, or 50 to 250 football fields. There are two main areas of the home range, the core and the border. The border is the most heavily used area of the territory. In 1974, the once united Gombe community of chimpanzees divided into two, the Kasakila and the Kahama. The cause was a power struggle between leader Humphrey and brothers Charlie and Hugh. Jane Goodall and the researchers documented in detail the 4-year war and the invasion that followed. While I can't cover that war in full detail to keep the runtime short, I'll link to others that already do. A lot of them. Links are in the description. The staple of chimpanzee violence is the raid. To defend a territory, a group of chimps set out to patrol their borders or deep into rival territory from another community. They walk silently in single file through the forest, occasionally stopping to check for signs of rivals who they will occasionally purposely seek out. They might sit at a certain spot and listen or watch for either rivals or outsiders, whichever one they're patrolling for. If the rivals outnumber them, then they stand down silently and retreat back unnoticed. If the patrol group outnumbers the rivals, then a fight will start. The fight ends when the rivals leave or back down. If the rivals refuse to leave or back down, then a war may start between the two chimpanzee communities. In warfare, chimps may fight in ways that make the war a particularly brutal experience. Beatings, mutilations, defiling corpses, drinking the blood of fallen enemies, ripping throats, or ritual removing of the genitals such as the testicles, and cannibalism as well as abducting of females have all been observed in chimpanzees during the times in which they go to war. Chimpanzee warfare is a very severe thing, and can even end with invasions as well. But now we look at the causes of warfare in chimps. What is the cause of chimpanzee warfare? What causes them to fight and kill one another? Here we will look at the reasons why this happens. In some cases it is caused by a power struggle, causing a divide in the community and turning the chimpanzees against each other. This is what caused the 4-year war in Gombe. Chimps are very political animals, and have even been known to team up and kill their leader in groups known as coalitions. These coalitions can cause chimps to pick sides based on who they had past relationships with, which can escalate into warfare. These types of wars can last for multiple years on end, with the Gombe War particularly lasting from 1974 to 1978 and can end with systematic invasions of the rival territory. Another cause of war is territory, again. As said before, chimps will go to war over territory with patrol groups seeking out and killing outsiders or neighboring chimpanzees from other local communities. In many cases, the cause is a land dispute that escalates when the intruders don't back down, meaning the patrol group is actually defensive in this scenario. In another scenario, the patrol group is actively waging war on other communities as the aggressors in order to gain land from their neighbors in the other communities. This would be the aggressive scenario. A shortage of females can contribute to these wars, along with traditional factors among chimps. Some chimp communities often wage war more so than others. Such an example includes the famous Ngogo chimps from Rise of the Warrior Apes that documented from 2018. And it's no secret that the winners seem to benefit with more territory, resources, and even longer lifespans, also in the case of the Ngogo chimps. but perhaps above all, a bit caused maybe the territorial aspect, whether it's defending land claims, invading for more, or with an occasional power struggle involved in the mix as well. What we can learn is that chimpanzees are capable of lasting, potentially deadly warfare just as their taller and more hairless cousins are. Interestingly enough, bonobos, who are equally related to both humans and chimps, don't seem to go to war like those two species. Whether we inherited it from a common ancestor, or the two primates got it independently at some point in time, one thing is certain. It's that war. War never changes. That's a good quote. I hear it everywhere.